All right. I keep on forgetting it's not a countdown to this shit. God damn it. All right. So hello
Welcome.
everybody. Welcome back to the Carolina Otaku Podcast. I'm Afro and I'm here with my co-host.
Lexi, hi guys.
If you watch the videos, you will see that somebody's not in a dark space anymore. Got the all white in the background. Somebody's moving up in the world, you know what I mean?
Anyways, what he's trying to say is that I moved and I'm not in my old place and my walls are still bare because I still am unpacking. So that's why you guys see all the white. That's it.
What within this move, what was the big what was the most thing you were excited about moving?
So I think for me, like the most exciting thing about moving was the fiber. I was so excited to get AT&T fiber, and then my dreams got crushed on day one, like soon as I get here. So like we get here and like I get because it's like a smart home, so there's no technically physical keys, but it's you're able to get in. And so AT&T pulls up and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna come set your fiber." And like 2 hours later, they're like, "Oh, your line is cut, so we cannot set up your fiber. So we have to send somebody out to repair that first,
Mm.
and then we can have somebody come out and do the inside work." So I'm like, all right, I guess, cool. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So I thought they were gonna come back out like either same day or next day. They didn't come back out to the Wednesday, and I moved on a Friday. So essentially, I was out internet for mad long, and yeah, that was painful. But whatever.
Yeah, it always sucks moving but you're moving for a reason, and most of the time wherever you're moving to, excuse me, is usually better than where you're moving from. So it's always good to, keep going. So congrats on your move. Happy that it, had some hiccups, but you made it through that joint.
Hmm.
This is totally off topic with, anything that we usually talk about, but my electricity went out Sunday, and crazy thing, I'm chilling, electricity's out, can't do anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. Neighbor comes over. Neighbor is like, hey, do you have a hammer? And I was like, yeah. And neighbor locks herself out of her house. Electricity's out, so it can't go through the garage door. Doesn't have a key on her, and she has a dog in the garage in the car. And it's been about 30 minutes and freaking out. She's freaking out, trying to figure out what to do. She calls me, I go over there with the hammer, and she gives me the right, asked her 3 times. She said, I am telling you that I need you to take a hammer and break this back door. Take the hammer, break that motherfucker. Glass everywhere. I went to go see her the next day. She was like, yeah, I'll just buy. They told me, the builders told me where they got the door. Just going to buy another door and call it a day. Dog is fine, though. The dog is fine.
Good job.
Yeah. So that was just fucking hilarious. But anyway, as Lexi said, she was in her moving process. I really haven't been doing much anything but working, looking at chicken coops, and
You just need your own farmstead now, I swear.
yeah, I wanted to make a fire pit this past weekend, but the weather really didn't permit that. So I'll try that for next weekend. Having this electricity go out and my neighbor getting out of our house, I have a whole list of things that I need to buy, like a keypad deadbolt, just in case, because that can turn the knob for you and you can still get into your house. So that's also a thing. And yeah. But I want to get some chickens soon, and I'm looking at either making a chicken coop or buying one, or just coming up with a really creative way to make a chicken coop and make sure that they're warm and safe, and nothing can really fuck with them.
AKA he's one step closer to his homestead.
That's the
So
goal.
yeah.
I just got to knock down some more trees and I'll be there. Um, but in today's episode, we're gonna talk about I'm not gonna talk about because I haven't played it, but Lexi's gonna be talking about the uh new Bethesda game Starfield
Yes,
and
perfect.
how it's been out for what, not even a week yet.
So it's been out since the first if you bought the premium upgrade, and we'll get to
Mhm.
talking about that. And then if not, yeah, it's been out a week if you did not.
Wait, did you get that? No, we'll talk about it. Okay. Um, but speaking about Bethesda and how there's a Bethesda is basically the little brother to like you know to the masses. There's something that's bigger than that, and they are coming into this. They already been in the gaming world. Let's just knock that out. But they're coming in and they're taking heads. I mean, pretty well established heads, and just putting money on the table and saying, I want you and I like you." That's what they're doing. I'm going to say this. It's Microsoft that we're talking about. Microsoft is coming in, literally putting dick on a table. Next to the dick is a whole bags of money, and they're like, "I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours." That's what Microsoft is doing. And as we know, right, let's and I might be doing a lot of talking here, but we're gonna go about the history about this, because Microsoft is a company that was never a company that came up with their own shit. Even they've always been a company that is, oh, we got the money, we're gonna pay these people this certain amount of money. We're gonna acquire this, and we're gonna run with this and add it to our whole fucking thing that we're growing here, right? So from the video game aspect, one of the biggest, one of the biggest companies, one of the first companies that Microsoft acquired was actually a gaming company called Rare. They acquired them in two fucking thousand. And if you never heard of Rare, they are the ones that have made Battletoads. What else have they? What else
Banjo
have?
Kazooie
Yup, they've done Banjo Kazooie. Actually, I think they did the Donkey Kong Country games too back in the day.
and
So,
GoldenEye.
yup, the Donkey Kong joints, all of that. Microsoft said, "We want this. We want this shit." Like, you not you what you gonna say? No, I don't think so. So
So you know what's funny though? That
what?
bag of money trick did not work. It did not work for the company or the studio that made Baldur's Gate 3. They tried to buy them and act with and like, hey, we want you. And the guy
Mhm.
was like, nah, like I still got like years left. You're not buying my company. So they actually turned Microsoft down.
Mm, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
They Microsoft comes in and they come with the money. So GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Banjo Kazooie, Viva Pinata, and the newest game that they came out with was Sea of Thieves. I don't know how many people play that shit though.
I actually know
Um,
a few people to play that game. So
really?
well, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you know that. And then they bought Rare back in 2000 for 375 mil.
Not bad.
375 mil. Dick on table. So dick on table. We already know that they had 343 because of Halo, and they had the Coalition, which made Gears of War. They bought Mojang
Yeah.
for 2.5 bill, and they make Minecraft.
Yep.
$2.5 billion. Microsoft has definitely probably made that shit back 10 times fold all fucking ready.
You already
Um
know they have.
oh yeah, for sure. Um they bought
Okay. Lionhead.
yup and Ninja Theory.
Mhm. And if
So
you
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and if you played Fable, you know that is the studio behind the Fable series.
Yep.
Long overdue. We need that Fable game though. Just saying.
Um Ninja Theory, so Heavenly Sword, Devil May Cry, all that shit. All that shit is Microsoft. Like and that's playground games, Froza, all that shit. Playground games actually is making Fable. They're coming. They're making Fable soon. You have Undead Lab, State of Decay, all that shit. Um, I think another big one here was Obsidian Entertainment.
Yeah.
So, so basically, that's fucking Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. What is this? Fallout New Vegas, South
Yep.
Park, The Stick of Truth, the Outer Worlds, all that shit. Like, and then the other one was in Exile Entertainment. So Wasteland 2, Wasteland 3, all that shit. And Double Fine, basically Psychonauts, Knots, Broken Age. And I mean Microsoft and here's a couple that they wanted to buy, as Lexi said, was it Baldur's Gate, correct?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Right.
Is it Libranian something studios or something like that. Yeah.
So Microsoft tried to buy Discord
Yep, I remember that. That was
for about for 12 bill, $12 billion. Discord rejected that bid. And then another what they tried to buy was this one would have been crazy because I think a lot of people would have been pissed. Oh my god, people would have been pissed. Another big one that they tried to buy was Square Enix.
yeah, I can see them trying to get that.
Tried to buy that shit too. Square Enix is like what, the Final Fantasy joints?
Yes.
Yeah.
Final
That
Fantasy mainly.
that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. That would people I know a lot of people that play the online joint.
Final
The
Fantasy 14, get it right.
Yup. I know tons of people that play that shit. I mean, and they're like diehards. Like, actually, way better community too. Just
It
I'm just
is.
putting that out. It's a way
I love
better
Final
community.
Fantasy 14. There's
Yeah,
so many people that are so nice in that
way,
game.
way, way, way better community than the World of Warcraft people.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, that would have been a crazy situation. But Microsoft has really like come in here and literally put dick on the table saying you're not gonna say nothing. I'm taking you. Like pulling like I got you, nigga. Where you going? You're not going. You think you're going somewhere? Where you going? You're mines. You mines. And now the most like I said,
How
the
you
most recent
forget that they bought Bethesda?
that's where
Ho
I'm going.
but,
God
you know,
damn, you just fucked it up.
but, like,
You
come
gotta, you
on.
gotta, you gotta, you gotta give some fucking leeway to the recent. God damn. Anyway,
Anyway,
they bought Bethesda. God damn. So, so basically, Bethesda, what is it? ZeniMax, I think, and Arcane. So all of those got bought up. That was what? I don't even know how much that one was.
it was
Oh,
quite a bit.
7.5 billion
Yep.
for the ZeniMax media. And now, so we got, did they, just so I'm clear, they're in the process of buying Activision or they already got that shit?
They're still in the process. So, remember that one, like, it had so many troubles, it kept getting blocked, but it
Yeah.
finally got approved. So they are still pushing that and should be completed before October 18th.
Yeah. Okay. That shit's gonna happen, y'all. So basically, your Diablos, your Overwatches, and your Call of Duties, and that's get ready for that shit. I'm sorry to say this. A lot of people might not like this shit. Sony ain't looking too well. Y'all motherfuckers got y'all exclusives. Xbox and PC exclusives are going to be crazy.
I mean, it's already like affecting PlayStation. So we'll get to like Starfield later, but like I've already heard it from a bunch of people. They're like, I want to play, Starfield, but
Mm-hmm.
I got a PlayStation, I can't play it. And so like
This is what, oh my goodness. You know what this is Microsoft literally not being that like picked on kid back in the day, and they're just like, oh yeah, it ain't over, motherfucker, we got it. And when I
yeah.
say that, because if you guys remember, the big thing that was, I say maybe about 10 years ago, was going digital video games, right?
Mhm.
The one thing that Sony did was say, we're still going to have physical games. You can actually hand your game. This was literally in a commercial. You can literally, it was,
No, so it was when they tried to do digital, but they were trying to lock the system down where you had to be online
yeah.
once every 24 hours. If not, then you couldn't do anything. And so that was a big thing. And everybody's like,
Uh-huh.
what the fuck? Because like at that time, even now, there's still like places where you can't get high speed internet in the United States. So that was like a big deal. And so like Sony's takeaway was like, ha, we're gonna make fun of that. You
Yeah.
can share your games and you don't have to be online to play games. That was a big thing.
But now Microsoft said, "Oh, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna buy everything because I have the money to do this, and I'm just gonna come in. I'm literally putting my feet on the table, and you can't do shit about it. Try me, try me.
Pretty
You're
much.
not stepping to me money wise. Yeah, you niggas got movies and all that audio shit. I am micro fucking soft." Literally, I'm micro fucking soft, and I'm taking everything. It's gonna be it. I have my stable ready. I have my stable of hoes ready to go. Y'all niggas just got bottom bitches. Like, come
He said
on.
bottom bitches.
Let's really talk about this shit. Activision, Bethesda, and the funny thing, here's the funny shit. They bought Bethesda an amazing time, because I mean, we already knew that Starfield was going to come out. None of us really knew that the whole Bethesda was going to get bought by Microsoft. But when you take a look at this was actually the best thing for Bethesda and Microsoft, with the way Starfield came out, and people are actually liking this shit. I have a question to ask you, because we both have played Bethesda games and we know how Bethesda games work. So, but that's going to be a question when we get further into the podcast. But there is Microsoft is literally coming in here and really wrecking shit, y'all. And it kind of makes you think, what's going to happen? Are they going to be on some fucking shisty shit and be like, oh, you got that PlayStation? Oh, sorry, man. Y'all motherfuckers got to wait like a couple months before y'all can get this game. I don't know if they can do that or not. Who knows? Um, or is it that Microsoft, and I guess the other big thing is Microsoft already has two gaming systems. Let's just be real. If you play PC, you're part of Microsoft. And
Yep.
you already got it. And if you have an Xbox, you're already in that shit too, right? Um, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong with this. Are they coming out with a handheld?
No, PlayStation coming out with a
PlayStation.
handheld.
Ah, okay. Well, I wonder how that's going to work out. Good for them. Um, So the only in here's the thing, it's almost to the point where the whole where Microsoft and Nintendo are basically just that's it. I have this feeling that that's going to be it. I'm not saying PlayStation are going to go, they're going to dissolve or anything. No. But the way this shit is
I
looking,
I think they're losing their ranking.
yeah.
So, like,
I mean,
and
unless
it's
Sega
another
makes a comeback.
maybe, but, like, not likely. But no, so, like, even with Sony, like, their exclusives are being put on PC. Like, you had Death Stranding moving over to PC, you had,
Mhm.
Horizon moving over to PC, God of War, a lot of their exclusive eventually are ending up on PC, so it's not even really like an exclusive anymore because if you wait long enough, you get
Right.
it on PC.
Right.
So and I think their big thing now that they're, like, banking on is being like, "Ha, well, we get Call of Duty exclusive stuff for, like, I think, like, the next 2, 3 years." I can't remember, but
Mhm.
if they're buying Activision, then those Call of Duty, like, games, not all of them, because some are made by Treyarch and some are made by Activision, it just depends, but, like, there's not gonna be an exclusivity anymore because Microsoft's gonna own it, and then if
Right.
Microsoft's gonna be like with the big cojones, they can be like, "Ha, fuck that, you not getting this shit on PlayStation." So, like, yeah,
Right. I I think that I think there's one more company that Microsoft might try to acquire that they used to have or work with.
mm,
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that they used to work with. I could see them going back to Bungie and just being like, "Give me, come back, just come back. Like we'll pay you." Because I don't think that Bungie is. Oh, never mind. Huh? No, never mind. That can't happen.
mm-mm,
Bungie's owned by Sony.
yeah,
Sorry, I totally forgot about that. Okay. But yeah, I don't. It kind of has to make you think. It kind of makes you think. Okay, what is Microsoft doing? Why are they buying all of this up? What's the next steps after they buy Activision? Like, what the fuck is going to happen? What's going to happen? And here's the other thing too. I know a lot of people might not think this deep about it, but like I've talked about in the past couple episodes, a game that's coming out that that I'm excited about. It's not even like a remake or anything or new. It's they're bringing Metal Gear to Steam. Like that's all Sony all the way. Sony will like Microsoft will never get fucking Metal Gear. But just the thought of it being on PC, like the old games. I mean, all the way to like like Nintendo NES shit. Those are gonna be on PC now. That's actually a really big fucking deal because all that shit was on PlayStation.
yeah. So, like I said, they're losing their exclusivity. Like, PlayStation, like that was their thing. Like, you had to have a PlayStation to play certain games.
Yep.
And now that's being taken away from them. So, like, that kind of will, like, hit them in the market share because, like, why the fuck would I get a PlayStation when, like,
And you
eventually it's
know
gonna come to Xbox or, PC, and then it doesn't matter which one of those you buy because it's still technically going into Microsoft's pocket either way. So,
and you know what else is killing it too? Since it's a PC. Wait, does Microsoft own Steam?
no, that is Valve. So that's a whole totally different company.
Y'all, look, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Because as if Microsoft if this is how I'm seeing this. Microsoft if PlayStation is coming out with another handheld system, right? Microsoft can buy this. They can buy this, redo this, make this like totally different with Valve's help, and it could kill that handheld that PlayStation's coming out with. And also, there's an Asus one
Yeah, the Asus one
that
that already
already
does
has
that. Yeah, I was
exactly.
gonna say there is one technically, it's just not Microsoft Xbox
Right.
branding.
So think about that. If they buy Valve, and that also includes like Half-Life and all that shit too. Just let's just put that out there also. And if you really think about it, if you add Half-Life to the whole Bethesda or Activision shit, that's amazing. Bethesda should already have Half-Life as it is. But anyway, um, but if you add in a handheld and they want to compete in that handheld shit, the only people that they can ever compete with is Nintendo, and ain't nobody buying that. Let that fucking let that fucking that new Switch come out. Oh, that's killing it. That nobody's gonna
No,
fucking play that fucking handheld PlayStation shit for what?
for what? And,
For
like
what?
and I've already been hearing, like, bad reviews about it, and so it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just I'm just like, man, I think Microsoft is coming in here killing shit. Open up your eyes, people, because Microsoft is they're doing something really different. They're trying to make themselves. Go ahead.
I think the one thing PlayStation has them on that Xbox has not went back into exploring is like VR. Because you know what, PlayStation 5 and
Yeah,
PS4, you have those VR headsets. There still isn't one for the Xbox. Like the whole big thing that they had was like the Connect, but they haven't done anything even remotely close to Sony with their VR headsets.
yeah. Good point. I never tried the PlayStation VR. I never tried it before, but I can see why it is better. Now, this is another thing because we know Microsoft can make the money, right? What I don't even know what's the best like VR shit system that you can buy? It's not the Steam shit, is it? No.
No, it's the I think it's the HTC 5, but then there's another headset too. There's quite a few, but the one that mostly everybody like uses or owns is the Oculus, the
Got you.
Quest 2.
Got you.
So,
So let's think about that shit. Microsoft buying Oculus. It doesn't sound crazy.
but that
Like,
would be the buying Facebook because technically that's Meta. So,
I mean, can they do it? I think Microsoft could definitely do shit like that.
I don't think they would get into the social media game.
Who said they got to get in social media? They can talk. We're just like, hey, I just want Oculus. I don't want anything else. Give me the meta. Give me your Oculus. Give me the meta joints. Shit, they can talk, man. Cause I don't know, man. I if Microsoft is coming through big dick swinging, like for real,
Big dick swinging.
I'm
All right.
serious. Cause they doing shit, yo. If they really coming through like that, I wouldn't be surprised. Like they might not do anything for the rest of the year after this Activision, but I will be I would keep my eyes open to see what they do next year because it might be on some shit like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? These motherfuckers are crazy. It, man, I don't know. Them niggas are coming through and they wrecking shit, and it's not even like on some funny shit either. It's like they're buying companies and those company stocks are going up like shit because Microsoft is backing them. And with that type of support, it, it's it's kind of makes you think like, what the fuck is Sony gonna do in order to come out on top on this? Nintendo doesn't have to worry about shit. Nobody's ever gonna touch them. They're like they're the kids on the playground. Like uh, I don't know, just fucking just chilling, right?
Mhm.
Uh, Microsoft and Sony are the two dumb motherfuckers just fighting all the time. You know what I mean? Um, it's gonna be it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this for real. I don't know, but from what Microsoft already has underneath their belt, and if I'm not mistaken, to see, um, now I want to see what gaming companies Sony owns. That's what I really want to see, and I'm not, man, I'm not seeing like Ben Studios. Um, I guess Days Gone. They make. I guess they do. They made that game. Blue Point Games. Anything that they. Not seeing anything that they have made. I'm just going off an article. Bungie. They have Destiny. Fire Sprite. Yeah. Japanese developer, Star Citizen, all that stuff. Firewalk Studios. I mean, Gorilla. I mean, they make Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that. Haven Studios. Titles known as Fair Games. Never heard of it. House.
He's like, I don't know it. I don't care.
It's like, nah, because it's like some of this stuff, like, you just don't know. I do know about Insomniac Games because of Ratchet and Clank and, Marvel, Spider-Man and stuff like that. Which, that's kind of like that's almost Sony's bread and butter, to be honest with you. The Spider-Mans, shit like that. They have a lot. They do. I know about Naughty Dog because of Crash Bandicoot and all that shit. And Last of Us. A lot of people might know Last of Us, but I remember Naughty Dog for Crash Bandicoot. Nix's? The fuck? Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. Oh, okay. So they make the Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have Polyphony. Oh, they make Gran Turismo. Huh. I like Gran Turismo. Yeah, they have a lot. They have a lot of things. You got the God of War, Santa Monica Studios. I was not expecting that name for God of War.
We're just writing.
I don't know. Something. I don't know. Sucker Punch Productions, Ghost of Tsushima. Like they have a lot of developers and companies underneath of them, but it's not. What's the word? The funny thing is, those developers and the games that they make are only exclusive. Like the only things that they have are their exclusive shits. That's it. That's it. Microsoft, you know what's crazy? I know Microsoft has exclusives, but Microsoft really never relied on their exclusives like that.
They did. They
They
lied. They lied
they rely on
highly on
Halo.
Halo
Yeah, okay.
and Gears.
Yeah, and Forza.
Oh, see?
Forza,
See?
yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Okay.
Forza was
Yeah.
a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They rely heavily on their exclusive. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, okay. But you know what? Fuck it. So now they got what? Call of Duty. Anything Elder Scrolls. Anything
Speaking of that is supposed to be happening sometime in the near future. So
oh yeah, it's 5, right?
6.
6. God, that was so long ago. I remember when they played that shit. That seemed so long ago. But it's just they have tons of exclusives that they can count on now. And it's like Sony, like I said, Sony might not be seeing that shit for a minute. For a minute. Like if y'all motherfuckers ain't got an Xbox or a PC, y'all better get them shit.
You better get them. And that was okay. That brings up a good point. Like I'm a segue, and this wasn't on the topics, but
But
so like with that being said, you know the cost of like Game Pass is now up to like $16.99 a month. And then PlayStation's now raising their rates as well for all their little gaming packages. Like at the point that you buy a system and then a year of whatever you're like using, you might as well just buy like an entry level PC. And then you're able to play whatever the fuck you want to play at this fucking point because
Right.
buy a damn PC.
And just buy the Game Pass. It'll save you a whole bunch of fucking time. And
You
you
don't even
get
need
the
a Game
exclusive shit.
Pass.
What? Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about?
That's my point. Like if you get a PC, you don't need the Game Pass.
No, you still need the Game Pass.
No, because you can buy Starfield right now on Steam. You don't need the Game Pass
Oh,
for
you
it.
talking about that? But if you want to go and just play and just have the luxury of just playing
Like the
whatever,
little whatever games that are there,
yeah,
yes, but
yeah,
it's like even that is still I think went up because before it was like $9.99 just for the Game Pass for PC only.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's a lot of shit that you can fucking do. Jesus Christ. You know what's gonna happen? What if Microsoft comes out with their own shit? Well, like their own shit like Steam for PC.
they have a game store.
Where?
So if you go to the Windows store, there's games in there that you can buy.
Dang shit I want to play.
Did you look? They literally have a tab for gaming.
Mm-mm-mm. I'll look later. All I see is Xbox stuff when it comes to my stuff.
See, anyways.
But yeah, man. Keep your eyes open, you guys, to see what happens. It's actually pretty exciting to see what Microsoft is doing. I know a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, they're coming in because they got all the money." My nigga, that's business. Sorry, that's capitalism, my nigga. That's just the way shit works. A lot of these small gaming companies, unless they have some new shit coming out, a lot of them are just kind of like just there and waiting to get picked up. They're waiting to get picked up. It's not like yes, it's great being independent, but sometimes being independent can make you go broke. And if Microsoft, I hate to say this, but if the big corporation is coming in and say, "Hey, we're going to give you all this money for this," the motherfuckers going to take that shit. Baldur's Gate, a little bit different. But if it was the right time, let's say these motherfuckers didn't come out with the game just as they did, do you think he would have been like, okay, yeah, we can work on that?
I
Like, I'll
think they
take,
chose the wrong time. Like he's like the
yeah,
guy that created the studio was like, I still have years left. So if they would have maybe called him maybe let's say like 10, 15 years down the line, maybe
yeah,
they would have got it at that particular point. But right now it's just bad timing. They're kind of like at their high moment because that game's more like is going to end up being game of the year and they're riding on that right now. So
yeah,
yeah, no.
yeah. So, we'll see how it goes with them. Um, so, sticking on the this trail of video games. Um, let's kind of get a little small review from Alexi about Starfield. Um, so I have one question first. All right, if you guys have played a Bethesda game, if you guys have played a Bethesda game, you know that they follow a certain format, right? Starfield might be a little bit beyond that, but there was a
No,
time
it's the same format, but go on.
there was a time where, let's say, you were new to Bethesda and you picked up Skyrim, right? You pick up Skyrim and you're like, man, this is fucking great. The way the format is, the way the layout is on the screen, the fighting mechanics, the way that you can go in and, you know, add in all this shit that you want to add in, give you skills and all that shit, the way that you can talk to people and all that shit, build a house. So you're into Skyrim, you're loving it. It's a great game. You end up doing more research and you're like, oh shit, they have Fallout. So you get, I don't know, Fallout New Vegas or some shit, right? you're playing it and you're like, okay, cool. You get to make my character. Awesome. Oh shit, we get to add to like charisma and shit. That's crazy. Damn. This kind of looks like how you can fucking in Skyrim, how you can add to the constellation stars and up your skills and shit for like pickpocketing and stuff. Huh. Interesting. And the fighting style is kind of the same too? What the fuck? Is this just a skin? You know, like you start to pick shit up and you start to realize that Bethesda kind of runs with the same shit,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
works, right?
it
So
works.
and I haven't played the game yet, but is Starfield just a 2023 version of Fallout?
It is. It very much is. I'm not even gonna lie, like sugarcoat this shit and be like, it's not. It totally is. And you guys know like Fallout is shit. But like it's literally just a skin. It's like at its core, it has all the Bethesda mechanics. So if you play Skyrim, if you played Fallout, then you know how it's gonna go. So
Mhm.
yes, there is like, when you start, you pick your 3 traits and you start there, you have your upgrade system
No way.
there. There is no like bats or anything, so you do have to shoot and do all that manually. But you have your weights for your inventory and oxygen levels and things of that nature. So yes, it is a 2023 basically Bethesda skin of all their previous games. It's just how it is. But I think what makes this different is they did change up some of them, like their mechanics. So I hate the lock picking in this game. I'm gonna say that now. It's like you have to find what they call digipicks. So they changed the name. It's digipicks,
Mhm.
and there's like this little thing, and and pretty much you use these like digipicks, and they give you a lock, and you have rings in this lock, and you got to make sure like whatever you pick matches up, and it's it's just overly complicated for no reason. Just give me a damn lock and let me turn my damn key and let me in. Um, so going back, let's talk about launch day. So I bought the premium upgrade like a month or two before it came out because I have Game Pass. Thanks, Xbox. I had got the premium edition for like $30 instead of paying like the $100. So when you bought that, you got the game 5 days early. So I got it on the first, and
So let me just ask you this. Did you got the premium edition upgrade, correct?
yes,
So you got the Shattered Space Story expansion
yeah. When it
upon
comes out,
release.
we'll get it.
You got the Constellation skin pack, the Equinox laser rifle, spacesuit, helmet, and boost pack.
Mhm.
You got the access to the Starfield digital art book and original soundtrack.
Yep.
You got the steelbook display case.
No, 'cause I got the
Okay.
digital.
Okay, available when you purchase participating rates. Okay, and you didn't get the Constellation patch. Okay, and after you go ahead, I'm sorry, I just wanted to put that out there for people just to
Yes.
know. Yeah.
So, okay. So, because if you had Game Pass, like, launch day, it was free. So, that was the big thing about the game. So, but if you wanted to play it like 5 days early, you bought a digital upgrade. Luckily, you didn't have to pay the full price of the digital, which is like $100. So, you only paid 30. So I paid that. And so, like, they had the little countdown, counting down without fail. If you guys know Bethesda and you know their games, what happens on launch day? Shit happens. I can't get in.
Crash.
Crash. So, like, the clock goes down to 0. I am literally watching it. I'm clicking to get in. It does not launch. I forgot what it was doing. It will get to a certain percentage and then it will close. And not just me, everybody that bought the premium upgrade, we're all on Twitter. Like, what the fuck is going on? And so turns out I literally had to re-download the game to be able to get in. So I already had downloaded it, pre-downloaded it. So I had to go back and download it again on launch day, which the game is a big ass game. It's like 100 gigs.
Crazy.
So that was a thing. But once it re-downloaded, I think I was finally able to get in without any problems. Uh, then I didn't really get to play it much after that because I was moving, so I moved and everything. And then I finally got to play it like start playing it last Tuesday. Well, during that process, I've changed monitors. I got an ultra I had an ultra wide, but I got another ultra wide. And so the game doesn't have ultra wide support. Like it does up to 21, I think 21.6, but my
Mhm.
monitor is like a 32:9 aspect ratio. So you have to mod the configuration files to be able to get it to do full widescreen.
Mhm.
And then I haven't found too many glitches, which is surprising. Very surprising for a Bethesda game because you guys know those games are riddled fucking like
I mean, when you've done the
bugs
same skin for almost fucking 15 years, I
ever.
mean, not
Yeah,
much you
yeah,
can
yeah.
fuck up.
But um and it's just like an associate of mine made a comment the other day about the mods for the game because there's already mods out. There's like already 100 plus mods, I think, for the game.
Mhm.
Um, but pretty much Bethesda has a big problem with like relying on the mod community to make their games better. Um, so pretty much outsourcing their work for free to these modders that, you know, take the time of their lives to, do this. So, um, which is true. There's already like performance mods and things of that nature for the game that Bethesda should have did on day one,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, but as far as like you guys know also with like a Bethesda game, those first like 2-3 hours are the longest to get through. And so it was really hard for me to get through like the first like main mission because it's so slow. And like I tried it. I tried to play it like several times. I just couldn't. I finally sat down and got past it. Um the space exploration, like you get to, use your ship. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it's nice,
Mhm.
yes, but and I like the aspect. It makes it really different than most space exploration games. Like you actually got to fight people sometimes when you're like orbiting around because whatever. But there is one mission where you have to go save. Like I forget where it is, but there's a guy that's going to ask you to go help get some relay satellites back online. And every planet you have to go to, there is some enemies, and I think they're called the spacers. Yeah, it's the spacers. You have to fight them on every planet you go to get this satellite back online.
Mhm.
And so it takes some getting used to, uh, but it's just something I don't personally like, but some people just love it. And there are so many side missions too, but that's
Yeah.
Bethesda.
That's
There's
what
side
they do.
missions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but there are also a lot of open world. It's like I have associate of mine that's like he's been playing and he hasn't done many of this like the main missions. Like he's probably put like 30 hours into the game, but has barely touched any of the main missions because he's been like doing side missions or just like
Mhm.
exploring different planets and things of that nature. So that is one thing I like about Bethesda because you can just play it your way. You don't have to. You're not necessarily forced to do a main mission or the case,
Right, right.
right, to advance, you could just do whatever. Um, but yeah, so the main thing about this game, I don't know if you guys like, I'll wrap it up in a nutshell, is pretty much that you are in a mine, and you find this like mysterious artifact. And it kind of sends you on what they call a vision quest, but you see some lights and some stuff. And so following this, like you go on a series of missions, but the main mission is like you become part of what they call the constellation, which they research like artifacts and things of that nature. And they pretty much want you to go find all these different artifacts. Um, yeah.
Are
That
there are there are there like just like Skyrim? Have you is there do they have like little like factions and shit that you join?
Yes, they do have those. They do
Ah,
have those too.
it's the Dark Brotherhood all fucking over again. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, he's very correct. There are factions. I haven't gotten to that point where I'm like, I'm gonna join
Yeah.
a faction or anything. But yeah, it's not like I said, it is a Bethesda game. You're getting everything that you're used to in a Bethesda game. And I think for me, being a Fallout fan and then getting that big letdown on 76,
Hmm.
playing Starfield is kind of like a little bit of Bethesda redeeming themselves for the fuck up that they did with 76. Just a little bit. Um, but like
And
so far I'm having fun with it. I enjoy it.
and let me just kind of the marketing on this shit
Yes.
is
It's been
crazy.
crazy.
So you have your regular standard edition Starfield basic game, your digital premium edition Starfield base game shatters space story upon release, Constellation skin pack with the laser rifle, um, space suit, helmet, and booster pack. You get the access to the digital art book and original soundtrack. You have the premium edition upgrade as Lexi has gotten, and then you have the Constellation edition. The Constellation edition comes with Starfield base game, a credit stick with laser etched game code. Don't know what the
Mhm.
fuck that is. Um, Shattered Space Story expansion upon release. Same with the Constellation skin. Access to the digital art book and original soundtrack steelbook case, Constellation pack, and you get a Starfield Chronomark watch and case.
Yeah, that watch is sick. I wanted that
I'm not gonna
watch.
hold you. That watch is looking real fucking nice.
It does.
And then if I'm on their website, you scroll down a little bit more, they have a headset and controller.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna hold you.
it looks
This
nice.
headset looks really sick.
Nice.
This headset, the red with the like 70s like kind of color with it, it looks sick. And I'm just like, man, these headsets look really good, and they're already sold out. Um, and so for let me see here. So that Constellation pack with the watch is $300. It's actually not
Mhm.
bad. Mm.
Don't get any
Um,
ideas.
that's not bad. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's not even bad.
I'm
Um,
mad that like hold on. I'm mad that they did that constellation pack like that. Why? Because I bought the Fallout 76 like collector's edition and I didn't get half that shit. You know, we got with a shitty ass bag and some fucking toy soldiers, and I have a fucking helmet that I don't even fucking wear and technically can't wear because some of those helmets have fucking mole in it. So yeah, thank you, Bethesda. I still love you though. It's okay.
I think, and they have a console wrap. They have an Xbox console wrap too. Um, like I said, I might get this game also. If it's just the skin, I kind of just know the basics. It's just different people's names and shit, whatever. Um, I think the big thing with this is how long are they going to support it? I know that as Lexi said, the community comes in and helps a lot with the mods for it, to make the game the way that you want it to be and stuff like that. Um, One question that I do bring up is would this have been better if it was MMO type shit? Would this have been better if, you could actually play with others and get into the
I think
game with
that's what a lot
others?
of people
Thought.
wanted. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of people thought. They were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a multiplayer space
Uh-huh.
exploration game,"
Yeah.
and it's not. Uh, but I don't know because look how they did like their last MMO journey. Like if they would have did it and got ZeniMax to like work on it like it's it has been done for Elder Scrolls, then it probably would have been great. But if
Yeah,
Bethesda was doing it, just Bethesda, no, no, it would
yeah,
have been trash.
yeah.
Oh, and there are settlement type things that you could do too.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just like Skyrim. You go into a new city, then you go to Riften or fucking Winterhold or some shit, and you just help out people in that shit. You go see the Jarl, and do more tasks for him, and it seems like the same shit. Um, and like I said, if I know the way they do expansions with Bethesda, first it's gonna be like a more gameplay expansion. Then it's gonna be like a small expansion where you can like build fucking houses or some shit. And then the last one would be, I don't fucking know, maybe like a tire, like you buy like skins and stuff and shit like that. So if I'm thinking the way Bethesda works, then I think that's the way it's gonna go. But who knows, we shall see. But people are liking this game, and it's bringing more people that haven't played anything from Bethesda before. It's bringing new people in, and that's the whole point. It's no point to when it comes to new games, it's not about the people who have played Bethesda games before. It's about the motherfuckers that are new and coming into it. That's where the
Mhm.
money comes in. Bethesda already knows they're gonna get the money from the people that have been around forever. They know
From
that.
loyal dumbasses.
They say, oh yeah, we're coming out with a new Fallout, you guys, and we're gonna make it better. We're not gonna go through the 76 way. Shit, you might as well just, it's just, Lexi's just gonna say, give me money. Give me
Yeah,
the money.
just
Yeah,
take
just
my
take it.
money. Just
Yep.
take it. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I mean, they can say that shit. Like if when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, oh, I'm on it. Let there be a fucking watch for Elder Scrolls 6. Let there be a fucking watch. I'm buying it. I am buying it for sure. For sure. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this. Is I guess one thing with the game, like you see, you haven't gotten to play a lot of it. Is there any like type of like co-op play or anything at all?
No, it's all completely single player.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. All right.
Mhm.
Damn. Huh. I mean, shit. Yeah, I think I will probably give this a try. Like I said, I'm waiting for Metal Gear and Mortal Kombat right now. Mortal Kombat actually comes out Saturday. No, actually, it comes out like tomorrow. If you no, it comes out the 14th, but yeah, if you pre-order, it comes out the 14th, but it comes out Tuesday the 19th, so next week. Um,
Nice.
so yeah, I went Mortal Kombat looks like. But anyway, um, but yeah, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to say about the game? Because we can always, I mean, in further later episodes, we're probably gonna come back to it and stuff like that. She probably's gotten more time with it and all that shit. But I mean,
Hey, I'm like 17 hours in, okay?
yeah,
Just
as of right now, what do you think about it? And if you had to give it, just a beginning type of rating, just like 1 out of 10, just from what you have played, what would you actually
mm,
give it?
so right now, like I said, I'm not that far in. I'm like 17 hours in. And right now I've been doing like a lot of it's been a mix of side and like main missions. And I think I just hit like level 10, so I'm not very
Mm,
far at all. But I would give it right now probably like a 7 out of 10.
mm,
Like I said, the I would like to see more new features, like instead of it being like a Bethesda rebrand skin. Like, okay, yes, we got like the spaceships and everything of that nature, and but it's still you have like settlements, and I really didn't like that in the Fallout when they put those in there, and then you have like these factions. Factions has always been a part of it.
Mhm.
You know, it's just it's time for a little bit of a shakeup. Uh, and we didn't get that, and I feel like the way they marketed Starfield, it should have had that. So yeah,
Is how long were they like
branding out
teasing?
this
Yeah,
game since
teasing with this.
2018.
That's teasing this, man. Teasing this just to get a skin over a Fallout game that was out. You know what I mean? Like, but just a whole different aspect from it. Oh, you're in space now.
Right. So like, oh,
Yeah.
you're in space now, and like, oh, you know, we're using like all your hardware's potential for these graphics. Ooh,
Hmm.
but I ain't add new mechanics or anything into the game. It's the same fucking game as every
Right.
other game.
Exactly.
My black ass gonna play it, but it's no here nor there. Like, you know, I will that's my take on it. And that's one thing too. People are like, a lot of people who have older PCs cannot play this game and will not run. So
Hmm.
the PC optimization is not quite there. Like, luckily, like, I don't have those issues, and you won't have those issues either. But yeah,
Yeah, man. It's good that they came out with something. I'm happy that a lot of people are playing it. I'm happy that a lot of people are coming into this type of realm of gaming. Um, and it's always good to see new people liking games from Bethesda and all that shit. And I hope they dig a little bit deeper into what else Bethesda has made, and because they've been around for a minute. Um, but yeah, you guys keep an eye out on Microsoft. Keep your eye fucking out. If you don't have a PC or Xbox now, you better get one. Holiday season is coming up. It's gonna be here faster than you think. You better get it. My, telling you, Microsoft came through and just put it on the table. Ain't nobody stepping to them. Get your shit. Y'all gonna be left out. You're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of PS5s on the shelf. People be calling these Xboxes little mini refrigerators. Yeah, all right. Laugh at
hey,
us
hey,
now.
hold up! I got one of those in the corner right there.
Hey, that's cool. I would love to get one, but I have a PC, so I have no reason to get one.
No, I mean like the actual
Oh,
Xbox,
refrigerator.
the refrigerator. Yeah, sitting in the
Ah,
garden. Yeah.
gotcha. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for listening. Um, listening, excuse me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.